1-1 in the T20I series. Can the young Sri Lankan team pull out something for them to smile about? Or can this new look Indian side do the unthinkable, as many would almost imagine, with so many new names being thrown in there? That is what we're looking ahead to. The third T20 International. They'll have learned a lot from game number 2. It's coming in 24 hours time, so not too much time to think, not too much time to analyze. But straight up, Harsha, do you see any changes, not that they have too many options, other than Navdeep Saini, which looks like it's probably going to be a forced change?
I don't know what kind of track that is. If it's going to be this kind of track, you might actually want to play Sai Kishore, the Tamil Nadu left-arm spinner, because a finger spinner would get quite a bit from surfaces like these. So they might be tempted to play him. Or if you have to pick someone outside, if Saini is not going to be available, I was very impressed with Arshdeep Singh when he was playing for Kings. So I think those could be the two possibilities.
Yeah, they have options. I mean, they were looking at
loads of options with the bowling. Yeah.
We saw Ishan Porel sitting not too far from Rahul Dravid towards the end of the match.
Does that help? That if a bowler comes and sits next to the coach, a player comes and sits next to the coach.
Well, I think right now the approach will be very simple. You know, who among those players is capable of playing a good hand with the bat? You know, that is something which was evident from today's game. I think that approach which we've seen today, if you have the selection will be based on, you know, who can provide more with the bat than.
In fact, as you speak, I'm trying to look at that as well, trying to see who's giving more with the bat.
But otherwise, obviously, I mean, we know for circumstances out of their control, selection issues are not really going to be much to talk about except for injuries. But Sanju Samson is someone who'll tell himself that I'm assured of one more game, one more chance, one more opportunity. Can I make it a big one? To be fair, it wasn't the kind of track where you could go and use as a part of your resume.
Doesn't matter. You've got to play on all tracks anyway, so it doesn't matter what the track was. It was the same track for everybody. So I got the feeling that he was backing himself to hit a couple of big ones, and so was backing himself to play till the end. So maybe just misjudged one of those balls. He was going to be out on that ball anyway. We had it rolled on to the stumps. The wicketkeeper was sitting there waiting for the ball. He was 4 meters outside. So I thought he backed himself to stay till the end and hit the big ones. But I still think the fact that they didn't have batting after 5 played on their approach. I think he would have been a little freer if he'd have realized that there was somebody at 6 and 7.
We've finished our little chat on Team India. We'll move to Sri Lanka, Zahir. How much of a difference will that second or the third ODI make to this team going into play the third T20I here? Because remember, when they lost that second game, we were saying they saw the finish line and they didn't quite have the belief they can beat this Indian team. Now that's changed.
Well, after that first T20 and today's till about 15 over mark, you have to say that maybe they got lucky. that you are not playing the team which they're supposed to play. But nonetheless, I think they've been upbeat. You can see when Hasranga also, when they were close to winning, or those close matches when that adrenaline is pumping, and you have this kind of a match where you thought that you're actually not going to win but end up winning. So that really changes things, and winning is a good tonic for your graph to go upwards. So I think this confidence boost is definitely going to help them in tomorrow's game as well. There is no doubt about that. But I would still go in India's favor, because I think there was a lot of positives from today's game, especially with bowling. To have a below par total and then to make the match out of it, they can take that momentum forward for sure, and fine tune that batting approach. So on the whole, I feel that tomorrow it's going to be a good day for Indian team.
Well, it's a good day, but certainly it promises to be a good contest. That's for sure, Harsha. We were just trying to figure out whether the victory in that third ODI, where they didn't quite have the belief in the second, will make a difference to this decider in the T20I series. We're just going to have a look at the Sri Lanka squad as you give us that reply.
we talk so often about the engine room. More and more we are realizing, and we realize it for 3-4 years, the importance of 5, 6, 7, 8. Forget 8, the importance of 5, 6, 7. And a lot of very good teams are constructed around match winners at 5, 6, 7. Sometimes 10 ball innings, 15 ball innings, but 5, 6, 7 are impact players. Now you look today, Sri Lanka had an impact player at 8, they had an impact player at 6, and they had a proper batsman at 5. I think whatever India do, India don't have 6, 7, 8 tomorrow. So whatever they do, that approach they have to figure out the fact that they've got 5 batsmen who've got to do it. So you're going to enter the match with the one hand behind your back.
With so many new names, I'm not going to depart from tradition, Harsha. One name, we don't even need an explanation, just a name to look out for. Final T20I, Harsha.
I will go Sanju Samson, because you're looking at 5 bats. He's had a game. He would have been looking to these 3 games to make an impact. He likes pace on the ball. New generation of Indian batsmen from time when we were growing up, and pace off the wicket was something batsmen didn't always want. Some of them, of course, did. Whereas this generation likes pace off the wicket, likes the bounce, likes to play their shots. So I'd like to see how he goes about. And he's been around now long enough at one level just below international to be able to be good enough to try and make an impact here and play a match-winning innings. So, I mean, if I'm Sanju Samson, I'm thinking that what an opportunity there. That I've got a chance. I've got a great batting number. I can produce a match-winning innings from here on. So I'm thinking that, yeah, for me, he's the person.
All right, just a name is all we can get from you, Zahir.
Devdutt Padikkal, I think, he looked good today. He looked comfortable there out at the crease. I think, tomorrow that all that first match is out of the way. He's got the score today. Could have gone to get on to a big one. I think from India's point of view, if they approach, in fact, when I was doing the prediction today, I was actually highballing it, because when you have batters short, you tend to get better result, because your 5 batters think that, okay, you have to get in and want to make really big one and make it count, and in the process you end up actually going beyond your expectations. So it might happen in tomorrow's game. As long as that freedom is there, I think rather than curbing your instinct, you have to just let it flow out there, and that should be the message, and you'll see the result tomorrow.